Out of the last 6 Gloaming Stakes winners have gone on to win this race, and that's exactly what Thinkin' Big's going to be trying to do. And I can only go back to that last start and just remember him cruising out in front there, those big strides. It was good to see.
Yeah, big strides, big horse, powerful horse, typical Waterhouse type, isn't he? I think he's a high chap. He'll be very hard to beat on Saturday. I usually love this race, but the conditions, the front runner, a short price favourite, I'm just not so sure. Let's have a look at the Group 1 2,000 metre race. It's a classic for the 3-year-olds on the way to the Derby down in Victoria. Soft 6 to heavy 10. Such testing conditions. The stamina they'll be called on, 2,000 metres on a heavy track potentially, will be a really big test for these 3-year-olds.
Absolutely. We'll be looking for that on Saturday, Mike. Let's have a look at the market now for the feature of the day. And there is that horse, Thinkin' Big, $3.50. On top there, as you'd expect, after that great win. Dealmaker, a really solid run last start, $7. Arameo, another last start winner there for Godolphin, $7.50. Taka, oh so competitive, $8. Purple Sector, narrow runner up, $8.50. And some money here today, frankly awesome, into $8.50. Mickey Blue Eyes, another last start winner there, $9. Mike, so look, plenty of form here, but look, it is Thinking Big. We've mentioned why. Let's have a look at a couple of replays.
Yeah, we've got to have a look at the Gloaming Dummy a couple of weeks ago. It's the logical lead-up run. It's 1,800 metres. They're progressing up in distance. Thinkin' Big off a freshen up. Thinkin' Big leading at a very steady tempo, and he got them off the bit chasing on the turns, Stu.
Look, a lot of punters love a horse that can just do this, lead them up, stack them up and just say goodbye. The big strides, you've mentioned it all, good horse.
Yeah, it looks like a fantastic win, doesn't it? I mean, the sectionals were very, very quick. It's at 11.4 from the 400 to the 200, so it's all about power at this stage and not too much about stamina. You've got to like the way Taka hits the line. He just shapes up nicely there. The last section was the same as the winner. Yeah, both good runs from the first and second horse.
Well, speaking of Taka, we've got to have a look now at probably the best 3-year-old heavy track form going around, and that's in the Stan Fox. So, Mike, let's have a look at Taka here. This is obviously the race that the Autumn Sun struck a hell of a lot of trouble out the back, but we've got Taka, Dealmaker and Irukandji in the race.
Well, you just can't miss this form, can you? When you look through your form guide and you're looking for decent heavy track references, recently in your form guide and you see the Autumn Sun. I mean, he was a little bit unlucky, obviously, but I don't think he would have put panels on them. He obviously would have won. Dealmaker and Taka, both huge runs. Dealmaker up the inside. Taka really, once again, shaping up nicely to the line over the last 100 metres. He can stay, this horse.
All right, well, they're the ones that have got to try and beat Thinkin' Big. As we have a look now, Mike, at all the form and all the key factors. Take us through it. Let's get into the analysis.
I'm just remembering you backed the Autumn Sun there as well. That was a hard watch for you. Let's have a look. Form. Thinkin' Big, he won last start. Obviously gets a gold bar for form.
All right, Thinkin' Big out in front. Key factors time. Progression.
Yeah, looking for horses with progression. Look, we just don't know who's got the most progression. Big kickers for horses like Frankly Awesome, who's unbeaten in a couple of starts and could be anything. Purple Sector, he can improve up in distance as well.
Okay, and the distance, that stage of preparation, all important here?
Yeah, once again, they're up there for a reason, aren't they? Most of these horses should like the distance. Mickey Blue Eyes, maybe just a bit of a risk. It was only a steady tempo last week.
All right, plenty of gold, but Thinkin' Big out in front, the wet track.
This is the one that makes the difference. Thinkin' Big, just his style, a big, strong horse. He's won on the soft, I think, before, but it's going to be such a test for him on Saturday. Mayo is really good on a heavy track, or looks like a heavy track type. Dealmaker and Taka, we saw that form reference before.
Okay, we've got a real race here with 5 of them just within a length of each other. Position run, does that sort that out?
Don't think it's going to make a difference. All about the wet track on Saturday.
Over the 2,000 metres. All right, so it's Thinkin' Big, Dealmaker and Taka, all thereabouts, Mike. Time for a bet now in the feature of the day. Look, we've got this favourite, $3.50, definitely short enough. You've got a few in there that are pretty much levelling up on the form and the key factors. Let's have a look at those odds now. $7 and for Dealmaker and Taka for $8. Ooh, how are we going to play this one?
Yeah, pretty simple, isn't it? Again, once again, Thinkin' Big. Look, we're terrified of him. He could be a serious horse. He could be a Group 1 horse for the future.
Yep.
Such good breeding, such a good trainer. But that heavy track reference is just too good for us to resist. So we've got to go for the other two horses who have raced each other before and they're going to be so strong at 2,000 metres. Dealmaker and Taka, the same form reference. They both love the mud. They're the ones for us each way.
All right, 2,000 metres on the heavy track this weekend.